Welcome, everybody, to Looking Ahead, the Rhino Power Hour with Ryan Hughes. That's me.
So speaking of that, I know your audience wants to get a little bit of red meat. They want to know a little bit of the inside and what the thinking is on the inside of the pro motocross level. And because we've been talking about bumping bars, let's talk about two riders in particular and your perspective on them as individuals, but also as riders: Justin Barcia and Jason Anderson. They are notoriously aggressive on the track. They've both been fined by the AMA on various occasions for doing various aggressive behaviors on the track. Both of them, by the way, at least to me personally, I've always had great relationships with both of them. I think Justin's one of the funniest guys I've ever run across in my life. But what is your perspective on that when you see that behavior on the track?
Well, I guess what Jason's done all year, I don't really see the reason to being fined. Because
Okay.
you bump into somebody, because you block somebody, because somebody grabbed your helmet and you reacted to it after you get off the track with your heart rates at 200, in a complete just warrior mind state, and you're going to expect this guy not to have anything. The fines were for kind of for nothing. Now, Barcia, both of the guys are great.
Yeah.
I have friendships with them, talk to them, always say hi to them, this and that. Barcia's an aggressive guy. He's like me, but there's been some things that were just a little bit like, whoa, bro. That's
Okay.
that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much. So that's the difference, is that when you go in there front wheel first, that's a different story. When you come in, slide, boom, maybe you block a little bit, take the person's line, okay? After the race, you guys have some words and a little bit of hustle shuffle. Cool, man. I'd rather see that than, oh, yeah, good race, man. You T-boned me. Good job. No, that's not, in NASCAR, I mean, you don't want fights, but, fans want to see tension. Fans want to see passion. Fans want to see, a love for their own, for that sport that person's doing. It really true, and it happens in every sport. Happens in every sport. So the toughest sport in the world, trying to make it like the cleanest or squeakiest is kind of strange to me. We don't need to be WWE and all that stuff or thing, but just allow some rubbing to be racing and allow the guys to work it out. To tell not in fighting, but man, you can't tell somebody to come off the track at heart rates like that after a race that long and not have any emotion. Come on.
So when you're training Austin Fortner,
Yep.
okay, what do you tell Austin, or what do you tell any of the other riders you've trained on etiquette on the track, behavior?
Behavior. Well, I don't really talk about behavior. I talk about what they're going to do.
As their
Right.
coach.
Yeah, as their coach. I mean, behavior on the track is what they're going to do. You're going to ride smooth, you're going to ride smart, you're going to ride clean, and that equals fast. You're not going to break the three rules. You're not going to break form, you're not going to break concentration, and and you're going to make sure you're having fun. Type of things like that. Now, because I can't go, if someone hits you and somebody, no, it is what it is. It's just, if somebody hits you, well, how did that person hit you? Was it intentionally? Was it on accident? Was it by the front wheel? Was it, was he faster than you? Whatever it was, but then you have to kind of take your own decision on what you want to give back. Again, if someone bumps into you, there's no reason except to maybe give them a little rubbing back or pass them clean and get out of there, right? If someone blocks you, well, you were just a little bit slower. Hit the brakes. If someone T-bones you, well, now we got maybe a different story.
Got it.
Hey, sometimes you got repay. And if it's very, very, very dirty, I'll get you on the track. If you can't get him on the track, then get him in the pits. Got to beat his ass sometime, somewhere. And because again, once somebody does it to you too many times, then you start to become it just happens. And that's back in my day, like LaRocco would, if you bump in LaRocco, just get ready for the next corner. He's ramming you, instantly. So nobody really did that to LaRocco because they knew. And they knew also with me is that they didn't really rub me hard because they knew what was coming right back at them. So you start to learn your riders too. and stuff like that. It's like, say, you don't see people stuff Barcia much.
No.
No, because they know what's coming right after.
Of
You
course.
know, but they'll they'll go right up. They'll stuff maybe, let's say, a Hunter Lawrence.
Okay.
You know, because he's not that type of guy, or he hasn't done something like that for people to go, yeah, maybe I should think about that one.